Alright, different footage, no, continuity errors for sure, yeah, because I had to go back and re-review this and do it properly. There was a couple things messed up, so I'm doing it better now. Fast and Furious. We don't need the thes because thes are so 2001. Or 2006 technically, because Tokyo Drift. What am I talking about? It stars Vin Diesel, Paul Walker, Jordana Brewster, Michelle Rodriguez, Gal Gadot, and it is directed by Justin Lin. And this movie's the reunion of Vin Diesel, Paul Walker. They're back together in the same movie. No more Paul Walker and Tyrese. No more Lucas Black. It's the original cast dudes back together. The original crew. Let's see what they do this time. Because Brian O'Connor's back in the FBI. Somehow, I don't know how, but he's back in the FBI. He's hunting down this bad guy because Letty's been murdered. And so Paul Walker's character, Brian, is actually trying to find the bad guy, Braga. And Vin Diesel's also trying to find him. Their paths cross. They sort of end up teaming together. Let's work together, catch this bad guy. Paul Walker's an FBI agent. Dom's a criminal. The main attraction of this movie was the fact that Vin Diesel and Paul Walker are back, because that Tokyo Drift wasn't terrible, but it was like, yeah, we kind of miss Paul Walker, Vin Diesel together hanging out. That was kind of a good time, the first one. And this movie, we get them back, and that is the highlight and standout of this movie, is to see Vin Diesel and Paul Walker interacting and being in the movie together, because I enjoy them. They're very good together. They work off each other really well. I think they do their best work when they're together, because Paul Walker in number 2, not that great. In this one, he's better. I like it. I'm a little confused as to why the FBI would take him back after all he did in the first 2 movies, but hey, who knows. And Vin Diesel, so cool to see him back. He did a cameo in number 3, a tiny cameo. He only did it to get the rights to Riddick because he wanted to do the sequel that ended up coming out in 2013, that Riddick movie. So that's why he did the cameo, so at least he had good intentions with it. But yeah, this movie, it's just, that's the fun part, that's the entertaining part. They're back together. How are they different from back when they were interacting in 2001? That's the most interesting aspect to the movie. They're dealing with Letty's death. It's a lot more dramatic. It's not necessarily as fun as the first 3. It's a little more dramatic, a little more dark in tone. It's not like a heavy drama, but it's just overall it's a little bit less fun than usual, but I enjoy that they're trying to make it dramatic and have some like story going on and not just, alright, get in cars, go crazy, drive. Jordana Brewster's back. I like her. Michelle Rodriguez was back for a little bit. As I said, she was murdered, so yeah, you get a little bit of her. And Gal Gadot. Rewatching these movies, I was very interested, paying attention to her acting, because I'm like, this is the new Wonder Woman. I want to see how good she is. And I gotta say, she was good in this one. You know, she's fine. I think she'll get better as the sequels keep going. To like number 6, she'll probably be her best. And this one, there's nothing that screams like that is the new Wonder Woman. But knowing that she is, I'm just paying attention like, is she good? And I think she's good. So yeah, that's our main crew. We also get a cameo from Han. And by that point, it's right at the beginning. People would be going like, what? What is going on? And then you would hopefully catch on, this takes place before Tokyo Drift. Tokyo Drift takes place after number 6. So yeah, people will be caught off guard like, what is going on? But you got Han here. We got the big opening thing, the tanker with a bunch of nonsense CGI actually. It's a great like action scene, but at the end when the thing's rolling, explosion and stuff, I didn't love it like I should have because it's just too much obvious CGI. And this movie, there's some good action, but not really a whole lot. You know, there's a lot of underground chases in these tunnels and stuff. It just looks terrible, actually. I couldn't tell if it was real or CGI. It just all looked bad. And yeah, some of the action's forgettable. Some of it's pretty cool to see Vin Diesel use his car as a weapon to like slam into a dude. That's pretty awesome. It's actually the first time I think they've done that. It's like, wow, it took them 4 movies to get to that. And also, the movie suffers from something all the other ones have too. Not a good villain. The Braga character as a villain, he's very lame. All the villains are very lame, forgettable, not interesting. They even tried to do a Kaiser Soze thing. It's like, that would be cool if I cared, but this villain sucks, so you don't care. They killed Letty. That should make him intimidating. And yeah, they did bad things, but it's just, they're dull, they're boring. And the races, you know, you got some cool cars. In number 2, I really like Brian's cars. I like the Skyline. We bring the Skyline back, or a Skyline. And yeah, so there's like one cool race, and the rest of it's just kind of dull. The opening action sequence in the first race are kind of cool. The rest is kind of, whatever. Really, I blame the tunnel sequence. It just looks so bad. I thought it was all CGI. It looked terrible. I hated it. Justin Lin did good stuff with Tokyo Drift. This one, it's like, they gave him like everything at his disposal, and it's just the script is kind of dull for what it should be. It should be a lot more interesting. I like some of the drama, but it's actually kind of dull too when it's not Vin Diesel and Paul Walker just hanging out. When it's actual story, let's get the villain shit. It's bad. I don't like a lot of the action in this. The only reason I like this movie is because Vin Diesel, Paul Walker back interacting, some interesting stuff there, and the first two action things were good. So yeah, Fast and Furious, for everything it does right, it does a lot of stuff wrong too. I would give this movie a C+. I enjoyed it more than I remembered enjoying it, but still it's just not that great. It's merely alright to passable. But man, it could have been so much better. But don't worry, because the next two are the ones where Justin Lin, in my opinion, really shines. Fast 5 and Furious 6. When I talk about those, that's when Justin Lin really gets it right, in my opinion, so I'm excited to talk about those ones. So yeah, comment below, tell me what you thought of Fast and Furious, and thanks for watching. I'll see you guys later.